Dear Mum, the last time I saw you was when you dropped me off at school. 2,200 kilometers, Regina to Sudbury. What a trip. You and Dad made the drive together despite being recently separated. Our last family road trip. We ended with an argument. I was so mad at you. Dad hit the table and told us to stop. That was the last time you and I spoke in person. I think of it often. It's been 10 years since we said our goodbyes to you. I've tried to live life to its fullest, to live the life that you weren't able to. I've been to 23 countries. Did you see me when I was working as a photographer's assistant in those little outback towns? What a job. Or when Dad, Jen, and I went to Europe, I lit a candle for you in one of the churches. You were the reason we were there. I've taken my basketball career as far as I could. I wore a black band on my jersey that said Mum when you first passed away, and again for my seniors night. I think you would be proud. I even played professionally in Germany. I needed to know if I could. I didn't want to look back with any regrets. I think you had a few. I graduated from university, and I've decided to go back for a second degree. I didn't make it to my grad. Do you remember my high school one? I think you'd be proud. I've fallen in love twice. One of those times we decided to see the world together. Dating is different than when you and Dad met dealing cards at the casino. I've also had my heart broken in a few different countries along the way. I think you would laugh at the stories. Things are different from when you were young. We went through your pottery a few years ago. It had been boxed since you passed away. I loved looking at all the work you made. I'm afraid to use any of the pieces I chose. What if they break? I bought a condo. I worked 4 jobs to pay for it. It made me think of the stories from the first house you bought on your own, right down the alley from Grandma and Grandpa's house. I wish you were here to show it to me. Mine is in an old heritage building. Old hardwood floors, high ceilings. When Auntie walked in, she said it reminded her of you. Jen is engaged. When I went to visit her last, she won a wedding dress. It was so exciting. I think you were there. Was that your gift to her? She's going to be a doctor. She's doing her PhD. Can you believe it? Her focus is health outcomes. I think losing you has something to do with it. You would be so proud. Dad got remarried. She's an amazing woman. We all went to New York shortly after her and Dad met. 33 hours in a car together. It was a trip where if anything could go wrong, it did. We laugh about it often and joke about why she stayed. She has 2 daughters of her own, 2 grandkids, with 1 on the way. I think it would be hard, but you would like them. I miss you. Grandpa passed away. It was really sad. I miss him often. Things have changed since then. That was the first time I've been to visit your grave. I'm sorry. I still see your side of the family often for Sunday dinners. I love that we all still get together. We don't do it as often since Grandpa died. We don't always order pizza anymore, or play cards as often as we used to. Remember how many times we had Black Forest cake for dessert? Grandpa's favorite. We haven't had it since he's been gone. I took myself to Machu Picchu for my 30th birthday. It was breathtaking. Did you see it? I went by myself. I needed to let go.